Every day, billions of people eat bread, rice, pasta, fruits, and cereals without giving them a second thought. Yet one question has divided scientists, fitness experts, and diet trends for decades. Are carbohydrates helping your body or slowly harming it? Some people blame carbs for weight gain. Others call them the body's most important fuel. So, who's right? Today, we're uncovering the hidden truth about carbohydrates and taking an incredible journey inside the human body to discover what really happens from the very first bite to the moment your cells produce the energy that keeps you alive. Carbohydrates are often misunderstood. To some, they're simply calories. To others, they're something to avoid completely. But inside your body, carbohydrates become something far more important. They become energy. Every heartbeat, every breath, every blink of your eyes, and every thought inside your brain depends on a continuous supply of energy. Without carbohydrates, many of these vital processes would struggle to keep going. Carbohydrates are one of the three major macronutrients your body needs, alongside proteins and fats. They are made from simple building blocks of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and are naturally found in foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, and dairy products. Despite their simple structure, carbohydrates power one of the most complex biological systems ever known, the human body. The moment you take your first bite, an incredible journey begins. As you chew, enzymes in your saliva immediately start breaking down carbohydrates into smaller molecules. The food then travels through your esophagus into the stomach before continuing into the small intestine, where most carbohydrate digestion takes place. What seems like an ordinary meal is actually the beginning of an extraordinary biological process. Inside the small intestine, complex carbohydrates are broken down into a simple sugar called glucose. Glucose is the body's preferred source of fuel. Once absorbed through the intestinal walls, it enters the bloodstream and begins traveling to every organ, muscle, and cell in your body. Imagine your bloodstream as a vast network of highways. Tiny glucose molecules race through these highways, delivering energy wherever it's needed. Whether you're walking, speaking, studying, or simply breathing, glucose is constantly on the move, supplying your body with the fuel it needs to survive. Every one of the approximately 37 trillion cells in your body needs energy. Inside each cell are tiny structures called mitochondria, the power stations of human life. Here, glucose combines with oxygen to produce ATP, the energy molecule that powers almost every activity your body performs. Without this remarkable process, life itself would not be possible. Although your brain makes up only about 2% of your body weight, it consumes around 20% of your daily energy. Its favorite fuel is glucose. When carbohydrate intake becomes extremely low, your brain must adapt by using alternative fuel sources. While the body can make this adjustment in some situations, glucose remains its primary and most readily available source of energy. We've now followed carbohydrates from your plate to your cells, but this is only half the story. In the next chapter, we'll discover the difference between simple and complex carbohydrates, learn why fiber is one of nature's greatest health protectors, and uncover how carbohydrates can either improve or damage your long-term health depending on the choices you make. Not all carbohydrates affect your body in the same way. Scientists divide them into two main categories, simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are quickly broken down into glucose, giving you a rapid burst of energy. Complex carbohydrates take longer to digest, releasing energy gradually and keeping you full for much longer. This is why the type of carbohydrate you eat can be just as important as the amount. Imagine drinking a large sugary soda. Within minutes, glucose floods your bloodstream, causing your blood sugar levels to rise rapidly. To restore balance, your pancreas releases a powerful hormone called insulin, helping move glucose from your blood into your body's cells. When this cycle happens too often, your body can struggle to maintain healthy blood sugar levels over time. Now, imagine eating a bowl of oatmeal instead. Because it's rich in complex carbohydrates and fiber, digestion happens much more slowly. Instead of a sudden spike, glucose enters the bloodstream at a steady pace, providing consistent energy for your muscles, brain, and organs throughout the day. This steady release helps many people feel satisfied for longer and support stable energy levels. One of the most valuable parts of many carbohydrate-rich foods is something your body cannot fully digest: fiber. Although fiber doesn't provide calories like glucose, it plays an extraordinary role in keeping your digestive system healthy. It supports regular digestion, helps you feel full after meals, and feeds the beneficial bacteria living inside your gut. Scientists often call the gut your second brain. Trillions of beneficial bacteria live inside your digestive system, influencing digestion, immunity, and even communication with the brain. When you eat fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, beans, and whole grains, you're not only feeding yourself, you may also be supporting a healthier gut environment. The word carbohydrates often creates confusion because it includes both nutrient-rich foods and highly processed products. Whole foods such as oats, fruits, vegetables, beans, and whole grains provide vitamins, minerals, and fiber alongside carbohydrates. Highly processed foods, on the other hand, often contain added sugars and fewer beneficial nutrients. Choosing minimally processed carbohydrate sources can help support overall health. Have you ever wondered why athletes often eat carbohydrates before a race or competition? During physical activity, your muscles rely heavily on stored carbohydrate energy, known as glycogen. As you exercise, glycogen is broken down to provide the fuel your muscles need for movement, endurance, and performance. This is one reason carbohydrates are an important part of many athletes' nutrition plans. One of the biggest myths in nutrition is that carbohydrates are automatically unhealthy. In reality, carbohydrates themselves are not the problem. The quality of the food, the overall balance of your diet, and your lifestyle all play important roles in health. Whole, fiber-rich carbohydrate foods can be part of a healthy eating pattern, while frequent consumption of highly processed, sugary foods may contribute to health problems over time. In the final chapter, we'll uncover what happens when you eat too many or too few carbohydrates and learn how to make smarter choices for a healthier future. Carbohydrates are essential for life, but like many things in nutrition, balance matters. When you regularly consume more carbohydrates than your body needs, especially from sugary drinks and highly processed foods, the excess glucose is first stored as glycogen in your liver and muscles. Once those stores are full, much of the remaining energy can be stored as body fat. Over time, consistently eating more energy than your body uses may contribute to weight gain and increase the risk of metabolic health problems. But what happens when your body doesn't receive enough carbohydrates? Your body is remarkably adaptable. It begins using stored glycogen for energy, and when those stores become depleted, it shifts toward alternative fuel sources, including fat. Yet some people may also experience fatigue, headaches, reduced exercise performance, or difficulty concentrating during this adjustment, especially if carbohydrate intake drops suddenly. Not everyone needs the same amount of carbohydrates. A growing child, a marathon runner, an office worker, and an older adult all have different energy needs. Factors such as age, activity level, health conditions, and personal goals influence how much carbohydrate is appropriate. Rather than searching for a single perfect number, many nutrition experts recommend choosing high-quality carbohydrate sources that match your lifestyle. Healthy carbohydrate choices often come from foods that are as close to their natural form as possible. Whole grains, oats, brown rice, sweet potatoes, beans, lentils, fruits, and vegetables provide carbohydrates together with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and other beneficial nutrients. These foods deliver far more than energy, they help nourish your entire body. Nutrition isn't about labeling foods as simply good or bad. It's about understanding how different foods affect your body and making informed choices most of the time. Carbohydrates are not something to fear. They're a natural part of a balanced diet when chosen wisely and eaten in appropriate amounts. Knowledge, not fear, is the foundation of healthy eating. Every meal you eat becomes part of you. The carbohydrates you choose today help fuel tomorrow's workout, tomorrow's workday, tomorrow's ideas, and tomorrow's memories. Each healthy choice is an investment in your future, one meal, one day, and one habit at a time. So, what is the hidden truth about carbohydrates? They are neither heroes nor villains. Carbohydrates are one of your body's most important energy sources. The real difference lies in which carbohydrates you eat, how much you eat, and how they fit into your overall lifestyle. When paired with balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, and healthy habits, carbohydrates become one of the greatest allies your body has. From the moment you take your first bite to the instant energy reaches your cells, carbohydrates play an extraordinary role in keeping your body alive. They fuel your brain, support your muscles, power your organs, and help you live, learn, move, and grow. The science is clear. It's not about avoiding carbohydrates, it's about understanding them and making smarter choices every day. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more science-based nutrition documentaries from NutriTech. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next documentary.